Halloween there are minor chords and interesting chordal intervals that work with Halloween. Choir is kind of a neat. I mean, I would throw a big bone to my friend Danny Elfman, like, Nightmare Before Christmas or Edward Scissorhands. These are very kind of Halloweenish. Tim Burton is obviously a big Halloween person. And I think that there are just those sounds of Halloween. It's sort of the minor key, modal, eerie sound, eerie strings, eerie woodwinds, and choir. And I think, again, looking at other people's work like Tim Burton and Danny would be right up there. That those are, I would say those are the sound of Halloween, as is Hocus Pocus and Witches of Eastwick. I think they all share a DNA there.
In thinking of that, though, did that exist before then, or how does that become? You say, we nod to Danny and this and that, but as human beings, we sort of identify with that, and now moving forward, when we hear those types of sounds, because it reminds
it's come
us
to kind
of a
of
film
define
or something.
A certain experience.
Yeah, but before then, let's say, what was it, or how, is that just how it becomes? People like you make something that makes it identifiable to the general public, and the next thing you know, it's kind of woven into our DNA.
I think so. I honestly think so. I mean, we could go back and musical history. I mean, Night on Bald Mountain Mussorgsky is a great example of, the great Russian composer who turn of the century wove that. I think I would say it's more of a 20th century kind of phenomena where, because of the advent of film and television, I mean, there were those funny television specials that we all, those of us of a certain age have grown up with. And they were kind of Halloween in a different way. They were sort of the erstwhile, like the Christmas version of that, where there were sort of different sounds that you equate with those holidays. But I think that in the main, I think that that's right, that some of those film scores, some of those kinds of things have become ingrained. And I think, I wish I could quote more, of the great composers, more of the literature from them. But, again, Sorcerer's Apprentice was pretty good as a sort of a light post as to what that sound became. I think that would be one I would point to.